Welcome back to Theme Parks and Attractions. Today it's day 2 of Europa Park. Looking forward to getting on some of the rides that I didn't get on yesterday, and I'll get on a few repeaters as well, such as Silver Star, which is my favourite here. Before we continue, please give me a thumbs up. Now let's get around the park and see what we get on. It's a rainy one today. It's been pouring down all morning, but not going to let that stop me. There's lots of dark rides here, but there's also lots of other rides that I haven't actually been on, so looking forward to checking those out. So let's get around the park, shall we? As I was saying in my day 1 vlog, if you haven't watched it, got lots of Halloween pumpkins all out. They don't slack at Europa Park, and it's not just as you walk in either, it's all around the park. There's probably like 10,000 pumpkins or something like that. But anyway, we're going to get around the park and I'll take you over towards my first ride. See you over there. It's time for the first ride of the day, and that is going to be Matterhorn Blitz. Didn't do this in my day 1 vlog. Looking forward to getting on it. It's a decent coaster. Just don't fall asleep at the start of the vlog like you do in some of the others. There you go, you've woken up now, so let's get on the ride. Really well themed station, this one. I like this coaster because it's a bit quirky. Watch this. It's a bit like Voltron without the effects. Once it gets going anyway, see how long it takes. There we go. It moves around to the side. I don't know if you can see that. You've got the chickens in there and it's like you're being tilted. Anyway, let's get into the first ride of the day. First drop. Woo! Yeah, at least the weather's not too bad at the moment. Not too bad on the sides. Been on a lot worse. Nah, it's not too bad. So many rides today to get on. Piraten in Batavia, I'm especially looking forward to. Still not been on that yet. Got Eurosat Can coaster and lots more. Woo! Oh, into the tunnel. Woo! And another one. Got Euromir as well. There we go, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I've been on a lot worse. Just got off my first ride. Really enjoyed that coaster. You got lots of theming in there. Now I actually fancy a coffee because I haven't had one today. So I'm going to go grab a coffee and then I'm going to probably get on the Euro Tower. So I'll see you over there. I fancy the coffee now, so I've just sat on this boat here and it's located right by Can Coaster. You've got Silver Star just behind it, just over there. And got a couple of coffees over here, and you've got the jam biscuit as well. Got a caramel latte. Looking forward to this, badly needed. But what a view this is. Look at this, absolutely stunning just over here. Tower's going up as well. Just had my coffee and biscuit, and I was going to show you obviously the views what I actually had, but it's actually turned around now. I'm actually on the Euro Tower and you get some great views. Look at these views that you get down here. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? You can see where Europa Park's located. You got the Irish Kids section just over there. If you see my day 1 vlog, you can see the coaster going around just over there. Got some fun slides over there. I'll tell you what I haven't actually been on. I haven't actually been on the log flume here. I haven't been on the rapids either. Went on Super Splash just in the distance. Just over there. But yeah, I haven't been on the weather's not the best today. I mean, it's not raining at the moment, but I'm not too sure. I might get on one of them later, not too sure yet. I haven't been on Euromir as well. I'm going to get on that shortly. Got Voltron just over there. Fantastically themed. It's not really for me, that style of coaster. I mean, I prefer Silver Star. I prefer big layouts. I haven't actually been on that as well. I might give that a go later as well. I've been on it in the past, but yeah, Silver Star for me. My favourite coaster in the park is easily Silver Star now. I even went on Woden, used to be my favourite coaster, but it's running a little bit rough now. But Silverstone never ever lets you down, and my favourite coaster is Mako at SeaWorld, and I also like Shambhala at Port Ventura, so Silverstone is my type of coaster. Just admire those views just over there. My second day at Europa Park, and I'm having a great time here. It's just a little bit more of a relaxed day today, but I'm still going to be getting on the coasters, going to be getting on Euromare. I might get on a water ride, I'm not too sure. I've got Pirates in Batavia, looking forward to that. It's a great ride in there. It's probably better than Pirates of the Caribbean, to be honest, so looking forward to that. Really enjoyed my ride there on Euro Tower. You get some great views up there. It's not just obviously the park, it's nice looking out and you see all the countryside around there, isn't it? This is an absolutely stunning area though in Paris, isn't it? Oh, I thought I'd get on this now. Looking forward to this one. See how this bobsleigh rides. I haven't been on it for a few years. And I'm going to go front row for you. And we are on the bobsleigh. Looking forward to this one. Not been on it for a while, as I said. Not been on it for a few years. And these are all dying out across Europe, aren't they? Quite a few of them are being removed, so there's not too many left. So I thought, why not get on it? Just been on the tower. Got Voltron just over there. That's not too rough at the moment, it's alright. Some of these are quite rough, aren't they? Yeah, not too bad. Should build up a bit of speed in a minute. A little bit of vibration, but you get that with all of these later. You can hear it in my voice. Got some good theming on this as well around. And there we go. Got the lint shop just over there. Yeah, as I said, just outside of here, you've got the lint shop over here. And all of these buildings in the Switzerland area are absolutely stunning, aren't they? I mean, Europa Park does this in every single area, don't they? They knock it out. They don't slack on theming or anything like that. And you always get that from Europa Park. Look at him just up there, the Halloween pumpkin man. Yeah, before moving on, I thought I'd quickly show you around the Lindt store. You've got the normal Lindt chocolates in here, lots to choose from. It's pretty generic really, like you'd get back home. Pretty much the same type of stuff, but there is some other stuff. Obviously you've got the bars over there as well. If you just come over here, you've got the Rulanska pralines. Now I'm not a praline fan, but if you are, they've got them here. And then we go, Lindt store. Look at him up there. It's time for Euromare. Let's get on there. Catchy soundtrack on this one. "10 minutes, not too bad." Is it going to be smooth? That's the question. I'm going to go back row on Euromare. Yeah, it's one of them. You can either say the front or the back, but for me on this, get to the back where it's most forceful. Yeah, I won't put any footage of obviously going up on the lift hill because it's very dark in there, but I'll see you at the top. I will say one thing though, they've changed the soundtrack on here. Obviously they've got the Halloween soundtrack on here. It's not da 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 da, which is rubbish really, and they've changed Blue Fire soundtrack as well, which I'm not really impressed with, but there you go, see you at the top. And straight in we go on Euromare. Let's see how bumpy this is. Oh, it's intense as usual on that drop. Woo! Our section! Woo! Literally straight on Euromare today. Not too bad at all. Woo! And here we go. Woo! It's not too bad. It's not too bad. My ride that I done Woden yesterday was rougher than this, and I love Woden normally. Woo! Oh. It's a little bit jolty, but yeah, it's not too bad. Sharp braking at the end there. Back in the burger place here on the day 2 vlog. Now if you watch the day 1 vlog, you'd see I come in. I really enjoyed the food here, so I thought I'm going to come back. I wasn't planning to, but really enjoyed it, so make sure you get down there. I'll show you where it's located when I get out of the restaurant. My meal has arrived. Yeah, I come in here yesterday. Really enjoyed this in here, and obviously you've got all of the rock theming in here. It makes it for me, and yeah, decent food in here. So I'm going to tuck into this and get on some more rides. I'm actually going to give Voltron another chance later on. I'll probably get on an outer seat, so it's going to be a lot better for me, isn't it? Yeah, just make sure though that you do get the milkshakes in here because they taste so good. Really enjoyed that restaurant. It's located right by the entrance, just in there. Obviously you've got the outside bit, obviously it's heated. And then you've got the inside bit, really well themed in there, decent food. Let's move on. I'm actually going to go in the flying theatre again, just over there. You can't film in there though, so I'm not going to put any footage of that in. But I'll see you over at the next ride, just up there. And that, after the flying theatre, is going to be the newly refurbed ghost train in there. I wasn't really a fan of it before, but it's been refurbed for this year, so I'll get over there straight after I go on this. Won't put any footage in for you. I'll see you over at the ghost train. And before you think he's not going on the flying theatre again, well I am. I'm in the building now. See you over at the ghost train. Next ride is going to be Geisterschloss. I think I've pronounced that right. I'm not too sure. It's hard to pronounce, but they've just rethemed this year, so looking forward to checking it out. I have been on it in the past, and to be honest with you, it wasn't great, but they have rethemed it now, so interesting to see if it's any good. Looks decent as you walk in there. Interesting scene just over there. He's feeling a bit hoarse down there. You've got her on the piano. They're all having a little dancing in my grave, because you're probably bored of this. So let's crack on. To be fair, it looks decent in here. They've done a good job with the refit. It's a little bit like Haunted Mansion. Obviously you've got the cars in there. They're turning round to each individual scene. Scary stuff. I mean, it was all right. There was no jump scenes in there, unfortunately. I felt like I've aged 10 years going on there, but apart from that, it's all right. It's that time of the day where I'm going to give this another chance. There's lots of other coasters here, like Pegasus and things that I haven't actually done yet. I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm also going on Piraten and Batavia and things like that. There's lots of other rides here, but I thought I'm going to give this another chance, because yesterday I just wasn't feeling it on this coaster, but you never know. I'm going to give it another go and see what happens. And I'm not going to put any footage in at all. 25 minutes, you're going to see me on the ride and see, I don't know, I'm probably going to be in the outer seat. Not too sure. I might go single rider actually, to be fair. Yeah, I'm going single rider. I don't know if it's going to get any better. It's not really my type of coaster. I can appreciate other people liking this coaster, but I'm getting on anyway. I wasn't going to go on it again, but I thought I'd give it another chance. Let's get on the coaster. And obviously you skip all of this queue going round. Just waiting to get on now, single rider line. Yeah, the seats on this vehicle look absolutely stunning, don't they? You've got the Voltron logo out the front as well. I'm hoping to get an outer seat, if I'm honest with you, because I want to see, obviously I didn't rate it on the inner seat, did I? So God knows what the outer's like. Oh no, I'm at the back again, but I am on the outer seat this time, so I'm sure it's going to be a much better experience. See you at the launch. Let's see how this goes, shall we? On the outer seat. Oh, it's a little bit jolty on the outer seat. It's a little bit jolty. Oh, oh God. Oh. Woo. Oh. It's intense, obviously. It's just that little jolt. Well, not little jolt. on that. See you in the next bit. Obviously, you got the turnaround bit now, just over there. Airtime bit. Woo! That's alright. That bit was alright. No jolt there. That's alright as well. Oh, and that was a little bit of a jolt. And a jolt. Oh, it wasn't too bad though. Woo! Intense section. Woo! Voltron, my favourite coaster. My final verdict on Voltron. Well, it's really well themed, it's really intense. Yesterday, obviously, you got a few jolts on there where I was actually sitting on the inner seat yesterday, and the outer seat actually wasn't as bad as people are making out, if I'm honest with you. So that's the plus points. The negative points are, it is very jolty in lots of places. I mean, the second half of it wasn't too bad. Wasn't as bad as the first half. Anyway, the first half wasn't great, if I'm honest with you, with all the jolts on there, but the second half wasn't actually too bad, if I'm being honest. So that's my final review on Voltron. I mean, once you go on there a few times, you can start to get used to it. I mean, it's not really my type of coaster, if I'm being honest with you. I've said that lots of times. But it might be your type of coaster. I mean, everyone likes different things, don't they, on a coaster? It's got different elements on it. I prefer B&M Hyper, to be honest with you, because that's just what I like. But obviously everyone's different, aren't they? And it looks great in the park. It gets through a lot of people as well, which is a great thing. Obviously you've got the moving platform on there, getting people on straight away, and they don't hang around on there. Over on Atlantis now, this is the perfect ride after Voltron. You just relax, shoot a few targets, and after that you just obviously spin around just like that on Atlantis. Obviously it's got the joystick on here just like Buzz Lightyear at Magic Kingdom. I'm spinning around, move out of my way. Oh, look at this in here. I think this is the automatic spinning point. Everyone spins around in this bit. You can see they're all going crazy. Yeah, that shooter's a decent ride, so make sure you check out Atlantis. Now, I'm not going to go on this today because if you see my day one vlog, you'll understand why. I went on Super Splash and let's just say I regretted it. The very start anyway, so I'm not going to go on this today. Instead, I'm going to head towards Piraten in Batavia. It's a great ride. Finally made it over to Piraten in Batavia. I love this ride. It's a world-class dark ride, and in my opinion, it's better than Pirates of the Caribbean. But we're going to get in there now, and I'll put some footage in for you. Now, as you make your way in here, the actual queue line, I mean, look at this. Enough said, really. You've got the parrot up there, but look at all this, all the way around. You've got the pirate barrels up there. Absolutely stunning, the level of detail in here.
I
mean, they do it in different languages. If you wait, it changes through settings, but I just want to get on the ride. The attention to detail in here, I mean, look at this. Absolutely stunning, this ride is. And then she's got the rope just over here and the gate's just open into the next section. World class, this ride. I mean, look at them in the boat, just there. don't get that on Pirates of the Caribbean. I love Pirates of the Caribbean, but this takes it to another level. Oh, you got a bit of water coming out just up there. It's every scene, it's just world class, as I was saying. It's got the restaurant area coming up now. If you've been to Epcot before, you'll see that by the Grand Fiesta Tour you've got a nice little restaurant area that's similar there. It's a little bit smaller there though, here to be honest. But yeah, I'm sure it's not open at the moment. You can see there's no one there, but when it is open, I'm sure it's a nice place to sit at. You can watch the boats coming in. And just like that, we've made it to the end of Pirating in Batavia. I really enjoyed that, as I always do on this ride. Gonna go on Snorri Touring now. It's a cute dark ride. I really enjoyed this dark ride when I went on it before, so let's get down there and I'll show you what it's like in there. You just go down the stairs just down there. It's got that catchy soundtrack to it as well, one of the best soundtracks around. Really enjoy Snorri Touring. Let's get on there. Love this dark ride. You've got the bright vibrant colours in it. Actually, it's actually themed to the mascot of Rilanska, which is Snorri Touring. Obviously that's what it's called, Snorri Touring, and it's nice and bright, nice and fresh in there. That's why I like it. Love this ride. And straight into the catchy soundtrack. What is your favourite dark ride at Europa Park? Drop me a comment in the comment section. Oh, we're going backwards. Icy section of the ride. Really enjoyed my ride there on Snorri. Now when you walk out of here there is a clothes shop and they've got lots of, you know, trainers, stuff like that. You've got some socks there. It's a bit random, isn't it? You've even got a smile cap down there too. But yeah, I really enjoyed that ride, Snorri Touring. I've been in it lots of times before. Obviously it's got a catchy soundtrack on there, got the bright vibrant colours, so yeah, really enjoyed it on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an ice cream out there. There's quite a big queue, so I'm not too sure how long it's going to be. Maybe a 10-minute wait out there. Quickly show you that queue, and then I'm going to get over to Arthur and get on Arthur, because I still haven't been on Arthur yet. It's a good indoor dark coaster. Well, according to some it's the best in the world. I mean, it's alright. It's a decent family ride, and after that I'm going to get over to Silver Star because I want some re-rides on my favourite coaster at this park. I haven't actually got on the rapids this time around because I don't want to get soaked. I was saying earlier, here goes another boat coming around. I was saying earlier, I just don't want to get soaked really, because last time I come here I got absolutely drenched and I regretted it for the rest of the day. And I was walking around, my shoes were soaking wet, shoots were soaking wet. So it's one of those. Do you go on all of the rides when you visit a theme park? Let me know, or do you just go on one? Anyway, I'll show you what ice cream I get when I get over there. Just heading towards Arthur now, and I've got my strawberry ice cream and Fanta. It's not the same Fanta as what you get in Orlando though. Much but nicer over there. Lots more sugar though. And we've made it over to Arthur. Should we get over there and get on it? Now last time I come to Europa Park, it was queued up all around here, and I probably waited about 2 hours to get on here, and it was put me off last time, but none of that today. Probably a 20-minute wait, something like that, so let's get in there. Winner of FIA Award 2016, best ride, well, world's best ride. This indoor section in here is absolutely stunning. I'll show you it. So it comes in here and then it goes outside, so it's half indoor, half outdoor. It's more indoor than outdoor, but absolutely stunning. Gonna take you for a ride on Arthur now. Gonna do this and head over to my favourite Silver Star. About 30 minutes left after I get over there, so I might be able to get 3 rides in, something like that. Not too sure yet, depends what the queue's like. Just gonna let it roll a bit on this one. Why not? It's towards the end of the vlog. You might see some dark patches at certain points, so I will stop it at certain points so you don't get too many dark patches.
Bienvenue! Seid ihr bereit für das große Abenteuer?
Going for a bit of a spin now, got the lighting going on. Straight into the outdoor section. Here we go. Nice little section, nice lit up on this one. And then when I was actually walking in, this is the bit coming up. It's a really nice bit, this bit coming up. You've got the rat there. It's a little walk through bit. You've got the lockers just down there when you come into the queue. Too bad. Coming in a little bit slow. If we stopped, I think we have. Gonna roll down slightly now. Come on, I've got to get on Silver Star here. Not much time left. Should I jump off now and make tracks to Silver Star?
Merci de nous avoir sauvés. Vielen Dank, meine Freunde.
that was Arthur. Really enjoyed that. I like the indoor section when it swings around, and then obviously when you go outside. Not so much that bit that slowed down though, so I want to go over to Silver Star, and that's where I'm going to be next. See you there. It's getting dark around here now, and the lights are on, all of the pumpkins around here. As I've been saying all along, there's probably 10-20,000 pumpkins all around the park. It's just constant. I've never seen a park put out so much pumpkins anywhere, and the lights go down well with it. It's a lovely section around here. Obviously you've got the little huts around here, you can go in there, go and have a nice drink. Lots of places to relax around here. Now I'm on my way to Silver Star, as you well know. I'll keep going on about Silver Star, but it is by far my favourite coaster here. And the time is nearly 6:10. It's actually shutting at 6:30 today. I might get 2 rides in, I might not, but I'm going to go back row for my first ride. If I do get a second ride, I'm going to go at the front. I went on the front on my day 1 vlog. So Europa Park last time that I was here was open till 7:30, and today it's 6:30, and they obviously say a minimum time when you actually come here when it's actually going to be closing. But unlike the parks in the UK, depending on how busy it is, they will extend those hours. So you could think that the park's going to be shutting at 5:30 and you get here and it says 7:30 on the actual rides. On each individual ride that you go in on the queue lines, when you actually go to board the ride, it says the time, or the updated time, that the park will be closing. And if it's rammed people, lots of people coming in, they will extend those times up until a certain time. Time is currently 6:14. Will I have enough time to get on Can Can Coaster? I was thinking about getting on Can Can Coaster. I did have a ride on there before, but I didn't film it, so that was on the first day. So hoping to get on there. We'll see what happens on that one. Very busy. I'm going to sit wherever I can. That's quickest this time though, because I want to get over to Can Can, see if I can get on it. I did want a back row ride, but this is the best solution. Third from back, because obviously if I go in this one here, it's an extra train, and that could be the difference between getting on Can Can Coaster and not. So you might as well just sit an extra row back, well, an extra row forward, and get on it. And here I am, 3 rows from the back. It's all doom and gloom with the weather on Silver Star! Got my favourite left seat. Proper coaster, none of this Voltron. None of that rubbish on this one. Come on, do your worst in the comment section. Tell me what a great coaster it is. Here's a load of rubbish. Unlike Silver Star. Great feeling. Terrible coaster. But you'll love it, won't you? It's the best thing since sliced bread! Come on, tell me! Woo! Woo! Probably the only person that doesn't like Voltron here. Woo! There we go. And straight over to Can Can we go. Hopefully, got about 5 minutes left. Let's go over there. And I've made it. Last ride of the day is going to be Can Can Coaster. Looking forward to getting on this again. 5 minutes till park close. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Final ride at Europa Park, Can Can Coaster. It's going to be very dark in now, unfortunately, but it is the last ride of the day. So if you tune out, you tune out. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, so tune out now if you want to. Go on, get off my vlog. You know you want to. Got a back row ride on Can Can, and because it's the end of the day, I can't get it front, unfortunately. But to be honest with you, it's more intense at the back. So let's get on there, shall we? Now you have got this seat just over here on the left hand side. You're probably not going to see it where you're not, because the train's actually stopped. You've got some you've got some bottles down the right hand side. It's gone straight up. This is a very dark coaster, so you're not going to see a lot, if I'm being honest with you. You would know that if you've already been on this ride before. But I'm going to roll the footage anyway. Takes you all the way to the stop. and then the can music starts playing. Relaxing day today at Europa Park. Didn't get on a load of massive rides. Obviously I've got a Voltron, got a Silver Star. Some of the other coasters I didn't do because I did on day one. I wanted to try out some of the other rides, so it's one of those. More of a relaxed day, but still got plenty of rides. I even went on the flying theatre, but obviously you're not allowed to record on that, are you? Left this till the end because obviously it's very dark in here. You don't want to see something that's going to be very dark, and if you do, it's on now. I told you to get off the vlog, you haven't, you're still here. So you're lumped with it now, aren't you? Here we go, can. Woo! Da, 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 da. It wasn't actually running up to speed earlier at all. It's running very slow. I was a little bit disappointed with it, so I'm not too sure whether they slowed the soundtrack down, and because it's all on time, it's all to the point every turn, but it just doesn't seem to have that force anymore. I'm not too sure whether it's just because it's getting old. It's already an old coaster, isn't it? But I don't know whether they've slowed it down. You can see it's going a little bit slow. Still a fun coaster. They need to turn the music up a little bit as well. It's not very loud. Drown me out on it. You don't want to hear me, do ya? Yeah, see, it's not very loud, is it? Normally it used to just force you into that turn. What, a couple of years back, it would have slammed you into that turn being on the back. There we go, not some sharp brakes, but yeah, I enjoyed that. It's just a shame they have put the speed down or something's happened to the coaster. I'm not too sure whether it's just hasn't aged well and they've turned it down a little bit. I'm not too sure. Do you know? Let me know in the comments for the 1 or 2 people that's still on the vlog. Let me know. And that was the last ride of the day. Still enjoy that coaster, but as I was saying, I'm not too sure what's happened on the speed of it. Whether it's just aging and they've had to obviously tone it down a little bit, or whether it just doesn't run so well anymore. Obviously the music as well, if you heard that, obviously you didn't see much because it's a dark coaster, but if you would have heard it, I mean, it's not very loud, is it? It used to blast out round there, used to get slammed into the corner, and you just don't get that anymore. It's still a fun coaster, but it's more for the families and little ones now, so it's one of those. One thing I've got to say when I come off Can Coaster, you've got pinball machines round here, you've got an arcade round here. Now in my opinion, arcades don't belong in a theme park. There's also another arcade right near Voltron as well, which I just don't understand it. You've got all these world-class rides here, haven't you? And you've got these arcades in here, and it's for an amusement park. So I'm not too sure. Does Europa Park need to have these arcades? I mean, they make enough money, don't they? And people don't need to be coming in here. They need to get on some of the rides here. And there's a few hundred rides here for people. And if you don't want to go on the rides, you can relax around the parks and things. So there's no need for the arcades. You just don't need it here, do you? That's not me moaning, that's just me saying Europa Park's too good to have an arcade, which is true, and there's multiple arcades here, you just don't need them here. I mean, obviously if the rides were terrible, put the arcades in because people wouldn't be going on them, but you just don't need them. Let's play some pinball. Let's not go on Silver Star, let's not go on Voltron. Actually, they're having a point, let's not go on Voltron, let's go on Jaws instead. It's the end of the day now, so I'm going to take you around the merch and show you what's there. And straight in we go on my favourite coaster, Voltron. Well, I wish it was anyway. I'm not sure, I do wish it was, but yeah, you can see. $34.95, get yourself a nice nano coaster just there. $39.95 on the Voltron cap. Or if you want to put your head down, $12.95 on the cushion. But if Voltron's not for you, like it isn't for me, then don't worry. You've got the Blue Flyer section round here, and you've also got my favourite section round here, which is Silver Star, which is my favourite coaster at the park. It's not too bad, that Fleecer. What do you reckon? Nah, not for me. I look like something from the Super Mario Brothers, but decent coaster. I love Silver Star. Just over here, you've got the Snorri Touring section, another great dark ride at Europa Park, and you've got the bags just over here, different style bags. You've got the little one just over here, and you've got the big one here too. Not only that, there's lots of books around here, themed to Snorri, and you've also got, just over here, the Rulantica Monopoly. It's a little bit different. You've got the Europa Park one and the Rulantica one. That's $49.95. The only trouble with this is it's in German. Would you play Monopoly in German? Let me know in the comments. Now the store is absolutely massive. It's not just clothes and souvenirs. Like I said, you've got lots of other stuff in here. You've got the Christmas section in here, lots of plates, lots of cups, so you can actually get a gift for someone. Obviously it just depends if you're bringing a big bag here. I'm not going to go through the whole of the rest of the store, but I'm just going to show you in here too. You've got the big plushes, the small plushes, lots more. You've got the personalised souvenirs just over there, and there's so much in here, as I was saying. But that is the end of the merch tour. I'm not going to bore you with too much footage of it, but yeah, it's a decent store. As I'm exiting the park, I'll just show you what I bought. Now, for $11.95 in the merch store, the small one just there, you've got these 6 coasters, and these are really nice. Look at that, you've got Blue Fire there. You've got Euromere, you've got this one here, and then you've got Atlantica Super Splash, where I got absolutely drenched. Obviously I was standing just over here and I got splashed in my day one vlog. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. Got Silver Star, which is my favourite coaster at Europa Park, and then you've got Woden. But they look really nice, and I wasn't expecting obviously to buy these, but I couldn't not really, because they look good. It's chucking it down now. The weather wasn't too bad today, to be fair, but the last couple of hours it was raining a little bit more. Now, what did I make of it? Well, I went on some of the other rides that I didn't obviously get on, that I've shown you in this vlog, and a few others that I didn't actually film. So yeah, I had a really good day today. Highlight is obviously Silver Star, second to last ride. Can't get enough of Silver Star, love it. I could just sit on that all day, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happened to Can Coaster. Does anyone know whether they've put extra brakes on there, whether it just doesn't run as well? And they need to turn the audio up in there as well, because it used to be my favourite indoor coaster, Can. It's just not anymore, unfortunately. I'll take Space Mountain over it, I'll take Rock and Roller Coaster, and that's just the 2 at Disney World. So yeah, it's one of those. But wasn't as bad on Voltron on the outer seat as everyone was making out, so I was surprised by that. It's still not my favourite coaster. I know I've been ripping a few jokes about it, but everyone has either said it's terrible, they've come off with a headache, or it's their best coaster. So I was just giving a bit of a different perspective and saying what I actually think of it. Obviously on the outer seat it wasn't as bad as I thought, and just in general the ride is not too bad, but like I said, it's just not for me, that style of coaster. I'll just take Silver Star over it any day. It's a proper coaster in my eyes. But that's just me. Other people like different things, don't they? It's just like with food, really. I mean, what you like, I probably won't like myself. So it's one of them. But I had a decent day here today at Europa Park. You can't have a bad day, really, at Europa Park, can you? It's, every themed experience is well themed. And yes, you're not going to get a bad day. I enjoyed Piraten in Batavia. It's a fantastic dart ride. One of my favourite dart rides in the world. Probably Soaring is my favourite dart ride. But yeah, it's a fantastic ride. Is it better than Pirates of the Caribbean? Not too sure. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to end this vlog here, and that's the trip to Europa Park done with. I'm off to Rulantica tomorrow to have a day at Rulantica in the day. I've already filmed a night vlog for you. I thought it'd be better at night time. So yeah, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Europa Park. See you soon. Drop me a subscribe if you haven't already, if you're still here.